What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me today. It is Sunday, December 17th for my daily sports picks video. Happy Sunday to you guys all. Um, let's recap yesterday here really quickly. We had 8 games on the NBA schedule, and we went 5-3. So back on the winning side of things. Not too great, not too bad. 5-3 is okay. Notable losses, pretty much just one. That was the Minnesota Timberwolves losing at home to the Phoenix Suns without Devin Booker. That was just an embarrassing loss. No way they should have lost that game. Just inexcusable, embarrassing there. So that was a big one for us as far as our parlays went because that was just one game I did not see going that way. If any of you guys did, bravo to you. Although they did play already in Minnesota before, and that game was also without Booker, and it was a somewhat close game that the T-Bulls pulled out towards the end. So um, I was surprised it was a close game again, but I guess the Suns just play this team tough. 'Cause they actually, I think they beat the T-Wolves in Phoenix as well. So that's now 2 wins for the Suns over the T-Wolves. So tough one there. That also should have been a revenge game, but what are you going to do? So that was pretty much the big loss in the NBA there. The other losses, nothing too surprising. Oklahoma City getting whooped in New York. Not surprising there. Oklahoma City every year, or um, I've been saying it pretty much every day. They're just such an up and down team. You don't know what team is going to show up. They started off okay, and then towards the end they just fell apart. Could be because yesterday they had that triple overtime game, but still. So let's move on from that. Let's pull up our bets from yesterday. We did have a long shot bet of the day that I will throw up here. We had 10 out of 15 correct. San Diego was another huge upset in college basketball. They should not have lost at home to a bad North Texas team. Central Michigan was a loss. Northwestern won but did not cover. Notre Dame, I don't know how Notre Dame did not cover the spread, and they actually lost the game on top of that. I don't know how. They were pretty much up double digits the whole game, and then just played bad basketball at the very end, and uh, I guess they deserve to lose that one for sure. And then the T-Bulls we already talked about. So those were the 5 losses. We had a lot of good picks in here. Princeton, I mentioned, was my favorite spread in college basketball. That one was an easy cover. Iowa was an easy cover. Um, the Lions in the NFL was an easy cover. The Penguins in the NHL. I think we're 2-0 using NHL teams, both against the Coyotes. So we might keep that trend going here. So 10 out of 15, not a terrible attempt. We will try again next Saturday, unless I see something midweek that I really like. So we did have 2 normal bets of the day. Um, I'll put up on the screen here. We pretty much talked about these already on our more risky one. San Diego, Notre Dame, and Minnesota were losses. Tough ones there. But then in our for sure parlay to San Diego and Minnesota, it's rare we miss 2 on our for sure parlay. Usually it's just 1. But yeah, so tough one there. That ends our winning streak. It ends at 4. Um, so the dream is over, but we will start a new winning streak, hopefully starting today, and reach that 10-day winning streak schedule. So let's move on to today. First, we'll go through the NBA games. We have the Kings at the Raptors. This one should be pretty easy. Toronto's playing very well right now. Winners of 8 out of their last 9. Kings just not very good, especially on the road. And I think they're missing their point guard, Fox, for this game. So Raptors at home, easy win there. Orlando at the Pistons. Avery Bradley looks like he's questionable for the Pistons. But Orlando is dealing with a lot more than that. Gordon is going to be out. Ross is already out. Fournier is already out. Afualo and Isaac are questionable. I think there's just too many injuries for them to win on the road here. So Pistons is my pick there. Pacers at the Nets. Interesting game here. Should be a pretty competitive game. Thaddeus Young is questionable for the Pacers because that could definitely hurt them. He's a starter. Like New Jersey's is playing competitive basketball right now. Surprisingly, they're playing with a lot of teams. They're 6-8 at home. The Pacers are just 6-7 on the road. So I actually look for the Brooklyn Nets here to still win at home against a slightly better team in Indiana. So Brooklyn there is my pick at home. They are the underdog at home by 3.5. But I'm going to take Brooklyn to win straight up. Last game of the day, the best game of the day. If you're going to watch any of these games, is Cleveland at Washington. These two teams do not like each other. Um, Somewhat of a rivalry brewing here, but Cleveland's pretty much own. I don't want to say own them because they really haven't played in the playoffs. It's just regular season where it's been back and forth. But anyway, the Wizards are a pretty good team, but they're not playing um, great right now. A little sloppy. Cleveland, on the other hand, is playing very well. So I like Cleveland to win a close game here on the road. It's only a 1.5 point spread. I like Cleveland to win a very, very close game. That should be a good one to watch. So those are our picks for today. Small slate, 1, 2, 3, 4 games in the NBA. Hopefully we go 4-0. So let's get to our bets of the day. We have a more risky parlay and then a more for sure parlay. Get back on the winning side of things. Um, so on our more risky one, I'll run through it real quick here. We got the Raptors and Pistons on money lines in the NBA. Both teams at home shouldn't lose. We have Arizona State. That's my team. Looking good right now at home against Vandy. Vandy's a lot better than their terrible record, but still Arizona State at home. If they don't have a letdown, should win that one. Penn State is on the road, but they're the much better team. Should win. Washington at home, USC at home. Shouldn't have any issues. Old Dominion is a road team. Could be a little tough, but like I said, I'm only picking the better teams here. Old Dominion should win that game. The risky one here is Furman. They're 1 on the road against Wilmington. Um, Furman Furman's not a bad team. 8-3, 0-2 on the road, so they need to pick that up. Wilmington is just 2-6. They're not very good. So I'm going to go with Furman to hopefully take that one on the road. Eastern Washington, South Dakota playing a very bad San Jose team. Montana shouldn't have any issues. So those are our college basketball picks there. And then we have in the NFL 4 picks. We have the Ravens on the money line. Until Cleveland can win a game, I'm just going to pick against them because they just find ways to lose. So Ravens just on the money line. Vikings at home, looking to bounce back against the Bengals. Vikings, one of the best teams in the NFL right now, behind that strong defense. The Tennessee Titans, are they going to end their playoff hopes by losing back-to-back games to the Cardinals and the 49ers? I can't see it happening. I know they're underdogs, but I like them to beat the San Francisco 49ers on the road. And then we have the Patriots, ugly, ugly loss last week to the Dolphins. But I think it was because they were looking ahead to this game against the Steelers. So I think they're going to be ready to play. Gronkowski's back. They're on the road, still favored. I like the Patriots to beat the Steelers. So 50 there, we'll pay just under 2,000, 1,965. We'll see what happens there. And then our more for sure parlay, just extracting the best games out of that. We have the Raptors and Pistons. You can leave or take or leave the Pistons. They'll still pay even money without them. But I think they should win at home. Saints, easy win over the Jets. Vikings, already mentioned, should win at home over the Bengals. Then in college basketball, that's actually Eastern Washington, not Western Washington. Montana, Arizona State, South Dakota. South Dakota is the only road team out of these 4. But like I said, they're playing a really bad team. So this one should be good here. 251 to pay 334, more than even money on that 18 money line parlay. This should get us back on track here and start a new winning streak. So those are our picks for today. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy your NFL games. If you are in fantasy football playoffs, good luck. I am as well. Semifinals. Enjoy your NBA games, college basketball games, whatever you decide to do, or just relax on the Sunday. So thank you guys very much, and we will see you tomorrow.